For the best nursing lectures, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay connected and tune with us. Hello everyone. So today we will start NCLX preparation part 9. We will start with the 41 question. So here it is. The physician has prescribed the Nexium for the client with the erosive gastritis. The nurse should administer the medications. Number A, 30 minutes before a meal. B, with each meal. C, in a single dose of bedtime. Or number D, 30 minutes after the meal. When should a nurse administer the Nexium that has been given to the client with the erosive gastritis? So the right answer will be 30 minutes before a meal, because proton pump inhibitors should be taken prior to the meal. Answer B, C and D, which are with each meal, in a single dose of bedtime, or a 30 minutes before a meal, will be incorrect times for giving the proton pump inhibitors like the Nexium. So 30 minutes before a meal will be the correct answer. Now moving on further. Question number 42. A client with the psychiatric unit is in an uncontrolled range and this is threatening other clients and the staff. What is the most appropriate action for the nurse to take? Number A, call security for assistance and prepare to sedate the client. Number B, tell the client to calm down and ask him he would like to play cards. Number C, tell the client and that if he continues this behavior, he will be punished. Or number D, leave the client alone until he calms. What should a nurse do in this kind of situation where his psychic client is in uncontrolled rage and threatening other client and staff members? So the nurse should call the security for assistance and prepare to sedate the client, because if the client is a threat to the staff and to other clients, the nurse should call for the help and prepare to administer a medication such as Haldol to sedate him. A nurse should call the security for assistance and be ready to administer a sedative medication to sedate this client. Answer B is incorrect, because simply telling the client to calm down will not work. And answer C is also incorrect, because telling the client that if he continues he will be punished, this will be the great threat and may further anger him. Answer D is incorrect, because if the client is left alone he might get harm himself. So the other answers B, C and D will be not appropriate in this situation, and calling the security for assistance and prepare the sedate the client will be appropriate in this kind of situation. So question number 43. When the nurse checked the fundus of the client on the first postpartum day, she noticed that the fundus is firm, is at the level of the umbilicus and is displaced to the right. The next action the nurse should take is to: Number A, check the client for bladder distension. Number B, assess the blood pressure for hypotension. Number C, determine whether an oxytocin drug was given. Or number D, check for the expulsion of a small clot. What will be the nurse diagnosed in a near action when she noticed that the fundus of the client is displaced to the right and to the level of umbilicus? So the nurse should check the client for the bladder distension. And why it is? If the fundus of the client is displaced to the right, to the side, this might indicate a full bladder. The next action by the nurse should be to check for the bladder distension and catheterize if necessary. Answer B, C and D are incorrect actions that relate to the postpartum hemorrhage, because the fundus is displaced and it is at the level of umbilicus, the bladder must be full. So the nurse should check the bladder and, if necessary, then catheterize it. Answer B, C, and D, which are access for the blood pressure for hypertension, determine whether an oxytocin drugs were given, and number D, which check for the expulsion of the small clots, are the sign and symptoms of the postpartum hemorrhage. So this will be incorrect answers. Now number 44. A client is admitted to the hospital with a temperature of 99.8 degree Fahrenheit. Complaints of the blood tinged hemoptysis, fatigue and night sweats. The client's symptoms are consistent with the diagnosis of pneumonia, reaction of antiviral medication, tuberculosis, or superinfection due to low CD4 count. What will be the diagnosis according with the complaint of the client? So the correct answer will be tuberculosis, because a low grade temperature, blood tinged sputum, fatigue and night sweats are the symptoms consistent with the tuberculosis. If the answer in A had said the pneumocystis pneumonia, answer A would have been consistent with the symptoms given in the stem. But just saying the pneumonia isn't specific enough to diagnose the problem, and answer B and D are not directly related to the stem, which are reaction to antiviral medication and superinfections due to low CD4 amount. As there is no sign and symptoms of pneumonitis, there will be no pneumonia, and other complaints that are low degree 99.8 degree Fahrenheit, blood tinged, hemoptysis, fatigue and night sweats are the most common sign and symptoms of tuberculosis. Now question number 45. The client is seen in the clinic for treatment of migraine headache. The drug Imtrex is prescribed for the client. Which of the following in the client history should be reported to the doctor? If the client has in this migrainic situation, what should the nurse report to the doctor about the history of client? Number A, diabetes. Number B, Prinzmetal's agnia. Number C, cancer. And number D, cluster headache. So the correct answer will be Prinzmetal's agnia. Why? If the client has the history of the Prinzmetal agnia, he should not be prescribed triptan preparation because they cause the vasoconstriction and coronary spasms. There is no contraindication of taking triptan in the client with the diabetes, cancer or cluster headache, making the answer A, C and D incorrect. So only the main important thing that the doctor should know is the Prinzmetal's agnia, and the nurse should report the doctor about it. So I hope you all understand this lecture. We will see you soon with another part of NCLX preparation. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and thank you. Do like, leave a comment, and share with your friends.